If you are shopping for a new car right now, you may have noticed a sharp increase in the price, and used cars are also going for a higher rate. This Money Monday, our financial expert Paul Hood is here to help us navigate this little tricky situation we find ourselves in. Good to see you. How are you?
You too, buddy. I'm great. Cowboys are 6-0.
Right,
Here we go.
Undefeated. Here we go. Listen, we've seen a bigger price tag on new cars, and that's been for a while now, which has some folks, trying to save money by going the used car route. Now, according to Kelley Blue Book, I was just checking this out today, wholesale used car prices have set a new record. It seems like a good time to sell a car, but Paul, what are folks supposed to do if they're looking to buy one?
Well, it's a difficult thing because a lot of times buying a car is an emotional decision, and the reality is this is America. We love our cars and all of that. But the same principle applies with anything, whether it's real estate or investments. Warren Buffett says you should be greedy when other people are fearful, and fearful when other people are greedy. So right now is really not a great time to buy a car. And really what we try to do is try to get people to focus on the cash flow or what it costs you, because a car is just something you use. But we like our nice cars. But I know I sold a car a year ago. It was a really nice Porsche for $145,000. It's for sale right now for $198,000. So it's really not a great time to buy. It's a good time to sell. If you can sell and then park the money and then wait for things to come back down, let's go. But people have to control that emotional side, because that's what drives them.
I have a couple of viewer questions that came in over the past week. We'll start with Bill. Bill writes in this week to you, Paul, saying, my wife and I try to go out once a week. We designate one of those dates per month to talk about our leasing business. Are we able to write off that as a business expense if we do talk about business while out on that date?
Well, first off, I wouldn't call it a date. Semantics mean a lot to the IRS.
Yeah.
So meals are deductible if they're before, during, or after a bona fide business meeting. So regardless of what you called, if you can substantiate that this was a bona fide business meeting, yeah, your meal is deductible for sure, but it has to be before, during, or after a bona fide business meeting. And the IRS is going to look at is how much do both participate in that business, and is it legit? A lot of times you can. You just don't. Like Dr. Zellner says, hogs get fat and pigs get slaughtered, or pigs get fat and hogs get slaughtered. So just don't be greedy and make sure it's legit.
I think Bill's wife should get a date and a business meeting in that same week.
Heck yeah.
Mike wrote in saying, he's also a business owner, by the way. He says, I'm curious if there's any benefit to paying employees health care or giving them a stipend for insurance. What are your thoughts here on that?
Well, health insurance is called an employee benefit. It is one of the things, when you get a paycheck, Brian, they take out Social Security, they take out Medicare, federal and state taxes. Well, health insurance premiums are one of the few things that your employer can take out of your paycheck pre all that. Like your 401k, you still have to pay Social Security and Medicare taxes. Well, health insurance, you don't. It can come out pre-tax. So the challenge is, though, is the IRS gets real sticky unless it's a group policy. So the way they want it to do is if the employer pays it, it can come out pre-tax, everything. If the employer gives them a stipend to buy their own, then it's after tax. So it's generally better if the employer has a group plan or whatever and pays for it.
All right, good stuff today, as always. Go Pokes.
That's right.
If you have a financial question you'd like for us to chat about next Monday, you can send your question in right now by email to moneymonday@griffin.news.